What if I told you that the place you count on the most, your bedroom, might actually be harming your health? I know. It's a strange thought. Your bedroom is supposed to be your personal retreat, the quiet corner of your world where you unwind, rest, and recharge after a long day. And as we age, that rest becomes even more essential. It's where your body repairs, your mind finds calm, and your energy is renewed. But here's the uncomfortable reality. Right now, there are things in your bedroom, items you've likely kept for years, that could be slowly affecting your well-being every single night. The worst part? Most of us never suspect them. I'm not just talking about an old mattress or worn-out pajamas. I mean the invisible culprits that might be disrupting your sleep, aggravating your allergies, straining your joints, and clouding your thoughts, all without you noticing. Maybe you're thinking, my bedroom feels fine. I sleep okay most nights. I don't see the issue. And honestly, that's what many people think until small health issues begin to surface. You might wake up stiff, sluggish, or stuffy. It's easy to blame the weather or getting older. But what if the real problem is your environment? The truth is, once we pass 60, our bodies need more support. We become more reactive to allergens, our joints need better cushioning, and our immune defenses weaken. Even the air we breathe while we sleep plays a bigger role in how we feel the next day. And here's something most people don't realize. If you're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night, you're spending over 2,500 hours a year in your bedroom. That's nearly a third of your life in one space. Now imagine spending all that time breathing in irritants or lying in a space that slowly works against your health. Those little things you brush off, they build up. And for folks like Edward or Dorothy, those details can be the difference between waking up refreshed or feeling like you've been run over by a truck. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through some unexpected hazards that may be hiding in your bedroom's subtle issues that could be undermining your rest, your comfort, and your overall wellness. Once you know what to look for, you'll see your bedroom in a whole new light. A lot of these are common mistakes, ones I've made myself. But here's the good news. They're easy to fix. With just a few adjustments, you could sleep more soundly, breathe more freely, and start waking up feeling like yourself again. By the time we're done here, you'll know exactly how to reclaim your bedroom as the peaceful, restorative space it's meant to be. Because you absolutely deserve that. At this point in life, quality sleep isn't a luxury. It's one of the most powerful tools your body has for healing and staying strong. So if you're ready to sleep deeper, breathe easier, and maybe even greet the morning with more energy than usual, stay with me. You might be surprised by what's been quietly affecting you, yes, even from right under your bed. Let's get into it. Let's start with something most people never suspect: your pillow. Now let me ask you, how long have you been using the same pillow? 3 years? Maybe more? It's cozy, familiar, maybe even comforting. You fluff it up, settle in, and drift off. But that well-loved pillow might be doing more harm than you realize. Most of us replace mattresses or freshen up our sheets regularly. But pillows? They tend to stick around often far too long. And here's the hard truth. If your pillow is older than 2 years, chances are it's harboring a mix of dust mites, bacteria, sweat, and possibly even mold. And each night, you're laying your head right on it, breathing all of that in for hours. It might sound a little dramatic, but think about it. Have you ever woken up feeling congested, with a stuffy nose or scratchy throat? Or maybe you've had mornings where you felt groggy, despite getting a full night's sleep. You might chalk it up to aging or allergies. But the culprit could be your pillow. Dust mites thrive in warm, damp environments, and pillows are their favorite hideout. They live off the tiny flakes of skin we naturally shed. And it's not just the mites themselves that cause problems, it's their waste. That's what often triggers morning sneezing, sinus pressure, and that cloudy, sluggish feeling that lingers after waking. And what about your skin? As we age, it becomes more delicate, more prone to dryness and irritation. But every night, your pillow is absorbing facial oils, sweat, dead skin, and traces of lotion or hair products. Over time, it becomes a surface full of buildup. If you've been seeing breakouts, redness, or odd irritation, your pillow, not your skincare routine, might be to blame. Here's what really concerns me. If you live in a humid climate or tend to sweat at night, mold can actually begin to grow inside your pillow. It's invisible, it doesn't smell, but it's there, and you're inhaling it. night after night. Breathing in mold spores like that can be more than just unpleasant. It's been tied to everything from mental fog and chronic tiredness to more serious breathing issues over time. So what can you do? Thankfully, this is one of the simpler fixes, but it's something many of us overlook. If your pillow has been with you for over 2 years, it's probably time to say goodbye. I get it feels like an old companion in your nighttime routine, but no matter how familiar it feels, it's not worth risking your health. When you're ready to replace it, choose a pillow made with hypoallergenic materials that are designed to keep dust mites, bacteria, and mold at bay. Memory foam, latex, or a quality down alternative can all be great choices. Just be sure it's created with your well-being in mind. Here's a tip that many folks miss. Use a pillow protector, not just the regular pillowcase. A full cover with a zipper will create a barrier against moisture, dust, and allergens. And be sure to wash both your protector and pillowcase weekly in hot water. That simple routine can truly change the way you sleep. Your pillow should be your ally, supporting your neck, easing you into rest, not something that slowly chips away at your health. Here's the truth. If you're waking up feeling more worn out than when you went to sleep, the issue may not be age. It might be right beneath your head. So take a moment tonight. Look at your pillow. Is it flat? Does it have an odd smell? If you fold it and it doesn't bounce back, that's your cue. It's a small adjustment, but one that could lead to deeper rest, easier breathing, and mornings that feel like a fresh start instead of a recovery mission. Think about it. You spend over 2,500 hours a year with your head on that pillow. Don't let it quietly drain your energy. Make the change your future self will thank you. Now let's talk about something we almost never consider: the space under your bed. It might seem like a great place to stash boxes, old magazines, or odds and ends. It's out of sight, which means your bedroom stays tidy and clutter-free, at least on the surface. But here's where things get tricky. Just because you can't see the mess doesn't mean it's harmless. In fact, that space beneath your bed can become a hidden trap for dust, mold, and bacteria, all of which can disrupt your health and sleep. When was the last time you vacuumed under there? If you're like most people, it's probably been longer than you'd like to admit. That untouched space is dark, and still the exact environment dust mites and allergens thrive in. Now think about what happens when you settle into bed at night. Your body unwinds, your breathing slows, and all that air trapped beneath your bed, you're inhaling it hour after hour. Dust, mold spores, stale air, all of it rising up from that forgotten space. Ever wake up with a blocked nose, dry sinuses, or a scratchy throat? It's easy to point fingers at pollen or a shift in the weather, but the truth might be sitting right below you. Dust mites thrive on the dead skin cells we naturally shed during sleep, and their droppings are a huge trigger for allergies. So those sniffles, dry eyes, or sneezing fits, they may not be signs of a cold at all. And it's not just physical. Let's talk about something less obvious: your mental energy. Even while you sleep, your brain remains sensitive to its surroundings. A cluttered space, even one you're not consciously seeing, can quietly keep your mind on edge. You might not be aware of it, but that disorganized area under your bed could be what's keeping you from sinking into deep, rejuvenating rest. Ever walk into a messy room and instantly feel overwhelmed or distracted? That same mental weight can follow you into sleep. And while you may not see the mess with your eyes closed, your body still feels it enough to interrupt your rest and leave you feeling unrested, even after hours in bed. Here's another thing people often overlook: clutter disrupts airflow. Your bedroom needs fresh air circulation to help you breathe clean, light air while you rest. But when the space beneath your bed is packed with bins, bags, or forgotten boxes, the air gets stale and heavy. Instead of waking up refreshed, you might feel like you've barely slept at all. What's the solution? It starts simple. Take a moment to peek underneath your bed. If it's filled from edge to edge, it's time to make a shift. Clear it out. Give away what you don't need. Toss the old, dusty items. Vacuum thoroughly and let that space breathe again. And if you do need to use it for storage, go for sealed, dust-proof containers. Try to keep things minimal and tidy. Here's a little challenge. After you've cleared under your bed, sleep in that space just one night. Open a window if the weather allows. Let some fresh air in. And in the morning, check in with how you feel. You might find yourself waking up clearer, lighter, even a bit brighter. Because the truth is, it's not always your age or your mattress that's wearing you down. Sometimes it's the quiet chaos hiding out of sight. Your bedroom should be your place of peace, not your backup storage. Give yourself room to breathe. You'll be amazed at what that small change can do. And the best part? Let's talk about something a bit unexpected. Scented candles and air fresheners. They smell lovely, right? That clean linen scent, a hint of lavender, or a warm vanilla breeze, it feels comforting. Like a cozy embrace when you walk into the room. It gives your space that peaceful, homey feel. But here's what no one really warns you about. Those pleasant scents might be working against your health. And the worst part? You're breathing them in every night while you sleep. The truth is, many popular plug-ins, sprays, and even some candles are packed with chemicals, particularly something called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. The name might sound technical or harmless, but what these compounds do is no small matter. VOCs can irritate your lungs, aggravate your sinuses, and even interfere with your hormone balance over time. That relaxing aroma might actually be contributing to headaches, sore throats, congestion, even that foggy-headed feeling that greets you in the morning. And if you're someone like Edward or Dorothy, someone already managing asthma, allergies, or respiratory conditions, these hidden chemicals can make things significantly worse. Here's what really caught me off guard when I started learning about this. The danger doesn't stop once the scent fades. These particles don't vanish, they settle deep into your bedding, your carpet, your curtains, even the walls. You keep inhaling them night after night, often without realizing it. And over time, that steady exposure adds up, especially as our bodies age and don't bounce back the way they used to. So if you've been waking up with a mild headache, irritated throat, or just a vague sense that something feels off, don't be so quick to blame the season or your age. It could very well be that charming little candle on your dresser or the plug-in air freshener humming away in the background. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying your bedroom can't smell wonderful. A fresh, welcoming space does wonders for your mood. But you can have that without putting your health at risk. Start by swapping out the synthetic stuff. Look at the labels if you see vague terms like fragrance or parfum without any real ingredient details. That's a warning sign. Instead, go for natural options. Use an essential oil diffuser with clean, gentle scents like lavender, peppermint, or eucalyptus. Not only do they smell great, but they also have natural properties that can help you relax and sleep more soundly. If you love candles, there's no need to give them up, just choose wisely. Beeswax or soy candles made with essential oils burn much cleaner and don't release those harmful toxins into the air. And here's a little tip I personally love. Bring in a few air purifying plants. It sounds simple, but they do more than just brighten up the room, they clean the air while you sleep. Plants like aloe vera, snake plants, or peace lilies don't just brighten your bedroom, they quietly go to work while you sleep. These low-maintenance greens absorb toxins and release clean oxygen into the air, helping you breathe easier throughout the night. It's like having a natural air purifier by your bedside, no cords, no noise. Just nature doing what it does best. Here's the truth. Your bedroom should help you heal, not silently wear you down. Clean air isn't a luxury, it's one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to support your lungs, your sleep, and your overall vitality. So tonight, take a good look around. What's in the air you're breathing for a third of your day? If it's loaded with synthetic scents and stale particles, it's time for a reset. Clear the air, swap out the culprits, and give your body the chance to rest fully. In just a few nights, you might notice deeper sleep, brighter mornings, and sharper focus. Believe me, your body will be grateful. Now let's turn to something that might surprise you. Those heavy blackout curtains you've come to rely on. They're supposed to help you sleep, right? But what if they're actually draining your energy? Let me ask you this, have you ever gotten a full night's sleep only to wake up feeling off? Maybe your body feels weighed down, your mind cloudy, like you could sleep for another few hours. You might think it's your bed or that you just didn't rest well. But have you ever considered your curtains? It may sound odd, especially since we've all heard that blackout curtains are a must for good sleep. They keep things dark, shut out city lights, and turn your room into a cozy sleep cave. And yes, they can absolutely help you fall asleep faster. But here's the part no one talks about. They might be keeping you tired even after you've had plenty of rest. Your body is wired to wake with the sunrise. Morning light sends a clear signal to your brain, time to rise, time to move. It helps shut off melatonin, the hormone that makes you drowsy, and ramps up serotonin, the one that lifts your mood and boosts your focus. But when your bedroom stays dark long after dawn, your brain stays in low power mode. That's why you might clock in 8 or even 9 hours and still feel like you barely slept at all. And there's another piece to this. Those thick curtains don't just block light, they also block airflow. Without fresh air moving through your room, the space turns stale, heavy, and full of dust. That's the air you breathe all night long, and it can leave you waking up foggy and flat. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to the quality of the air around us. That's why you might wake up with a dry throat, a bit of congestion, or just feeling unusually tired even after sleeping through the night. And there's another piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked. A bedroom that's constantly dark can subtly weigh down your mood. Natural sunlight is one of the best mood boosters we have. It energizes us, lifts our spirits, and helps protect against those low emotional dips that can creep in, particularly as we grow older. Morning light tells your brain to release serotonin, the hormone that makes you feel awake, focused, and even happier. But if your room stays dim all day, your brain misses that natural cue. And without realizing it, you might start feeling more sluggish, uninspired, or even mildly depressed. So how do we fix it? The answer is simple. Find the balance. You don't need to toss out those blackout curtains completely, just be intentional about when you use them. At night, yes, close them tight and enjoy your rest. But in the morning, open them wide. Let the sunshine fill your room. Just 15 to 20 minutes of natural light after waking can help reset your internal clock and give your body the signal it needs to gear up for the day. And if you're thinking about making a change, consider switching to light filtering curtains. They allow soft, natural light to shine through while still giving you privacy. That way, you get the benefits of both restful sleep and that vital morning light. Don't overlook airflow either. Open a window when the weather allows, use a fan, or even bring in a compact air purifier. Clean air and daylight are two of the most powerful, completely free ways to support your health and well-being. The takeaway here is simple. Your bedroom should work in harmony with your body's natural patterns. When you rise with the light, breathe clean air, and start your morning gently, everything improves your mood, your focus, your energy. Try it this week. Open the curtains as soon as you wake. See how your day changes. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Now let's talk about one last habit, and it's a tough one. No matter your age, it's become second nature for most of us. We bring our phones to bed. It's the last thing we glance at before drifting off, and the first thing we reach for when we wake. You might tell yourself, just checking the weather, or reading one last article. But suddenly you've lost an hour, and you're more wired than ever. The truth is, our phones are quietly stealing our sleep. And the consequences are more serious than most people realize, especially for those of us in the later stages of life. Let me break it down for you. That little screen in your hand might seem harmless, but it gives off blue light, the kind that fools your brain into thinking it's still daytime. And when your brain believes the sun's still up, it stops producing melatonin, the sleep hormone your body relies on to unwind and drift off naturally. Ever notice how you can go from tired to wide awake after just a few minutes of scrolling? That's not in your head, it's your phone flipping off your natural sleep rhythm. It's keeping your mind buzzing, your body unsettled, and your brain far too alert to truly rest. But here's the kicker. Even if you manage to fall asleep, your phone doesn't stop interfering. Every buzz, ding, or flash, even the ones you don't fully register, can nudge your brain out of deep sleep. Your mind stays in a state of low-level vigilance, always half expecting the next ping. That's why you wake up groggy and drained, no matter how long you are in bed. And believe me, for folks like Edward or Dorothy, deep sleep isn't just helpful, it's essential. That's when your body repairs itself, your brain clears out the mental clutter, and your energy gets restored for the next day. But if your phone's nearby, it could be chipping away at that healing time, night after night. Now, I get it, a lot of us use our phones as alarm clocks. It feels convenient. But here's the truth. You don't need your phone next to your pillow. Just try placing it on a dresser across the room, or even better, in another room altogether. Out of sight really is out of mind, and your brain will appreciate the rest. Need an alarm? Pick up a basic battery-powered clock. They're simple, reliable, and won't light up or buzz while you sleep. If you absolutely have to keep your phone close, at least turn on airplane mode and place its screen down. No notifications, no distractions, just quiet. Here's my gentle challenge. Try it for 1 week. No phone in bed, no bedtime scrolling, no late-night alerts. Read a book, play some soothing music, or simply sit with your thoughts and let your mind slow down naturally. Give yourself the kind of rest your body was built for. I think you'll be amazed at how much deeper you sleep, how clear-headed you feel, and how much energy you wake up with. Because let's be honest, sleep really is your superpower. It's the key to healing, protecting your memory, and staying strong. Don't let something as small as a phone take that away from you. And here's my final thought: your bedroom should always be a space of comfort, not a source of stress. A true place of healing, where your body and mind can truly rest. When it comes down to it, your bedroom isn't just a place to sleep. It's where your body does its deepest healing, where your mind has space to reset, and where you prepare quietly, calmly for whatever tomorrow may bring. It should feel like a sanctuary, a restful, peaceful space that supports your well-being instead of quietly working against it. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul everything in one night. Even small, thoughtful changes can lead to big improvements. Start with the basics. Swap out that old pillow. Your neck, your skin, even your breathing will thank you. Take a few minutes to clear out what's been piling up under the bed. Fresh air and open space go a long way. Say goodbye to synthetic fragrances and welcome in natural, gentle alternatives that are kind to your lungs. Open the curtains each morning and let the light in. Give your body the natural boost it needs. And most importantly, give yourself permission to unplug at night. Move the phone away from the bed and reclaim your rest. These aren't big, dramatic moves, but they're the kind of quiet adjustments that can completely transform your sleep, your mornings, and your energy throughout the day. Because let's face it, you deserve to wake up feeling refreshed, focused, and truly ready for the day ahead. And if this message speaks to you, consider passing it along to someone you care about. Sometimes all it takes is one small change or one gentle nudge to help someone feel better. And don't forget to stay connected. We've got so much more ahead to help you live fully. Stay strong and feel your best at every stage of life. Thanks for spending this time with me. I'll see you again soon.